And there are a couple of concerns. One is that these are drivers who do not have insurance, and also that these are cars that are on the roadway, but they don't meet Maryland's safety standards.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Judicial Proceedings Committee.
The target for some Maryland lawmakers, Virginia and other out-of-state tags. They want stricter enforcement against people who live in Baltimore and other communities but have their vehicles registered in other states, especially Virginia.
When we think about these tags, it's more than likely sometimes don't have insurance or trying to avoid some of the things that you're supposed to have in reference to the state of Maryland, and we need to alleviate those pressures.
Members of the Senate Judicial Proceedings Committee heard testimony for and against Senate Bill 111 on out-of-state vehicles and improper registration, and holding their owners who live in Maryland accountable. Mayor Brandon Scott has even included this issue as part of his legislative agenda.
Folks are tired of having their cars ran into by folks with Virginia tags and no insurance, and folks not being held accountable.
A Maryland Department of Transportation report on out-of-state motor vehicles with improper registrations focused on vehicles registered in Virginia with Maryland addresses. It found in November 2023 there were more than 101,000, and the number increased in June 2024 to 111,000. During the hearing, lawmakers heard between 2023 and 2024, Baltimore City recorded 14 fatal crashes involving Virginia registered vehicles, about 10% of the city's fatal vehicle accidents. And the city gave out nearly 52,000 parking tickets to vehicles with out-of-state tags in 2024. 41% of those vehicles had Virginia tags. In 2025, the number increased to more than 68,000, with 48% of the vehicles having Virginia tags. There is some opposition to the bill. It involves calling for states' attorneys to get involved as an enforcement mechanism.
When there's a charge of an unregistered motor vehicle, we don't get involved. It's a non-jailable offense, and we would not personally prosecute the traffic violation.
We as a legislature have to get in front of it and do something about it, because we cannot reward bad behavior.
Cray says he understands there may be modifications to the bill. Reporting live from Annapolis, Barry Sims, WBAL TV 11 News.